The only thing that's absolutely effortless is my cigarette trick. Now I'm trying to break myself of the filthy habit.
Well, is there any objections to my walking around where I used to live?
Yes, Joe. You know how I feel about home and wives.
That's why I didn't tell you I was going back. I love baseball, Mr. Applegate, but I'm homesick.
I'm planning some diversion for you. I've sent for a very attractive girl from Chicago.
I don't like people from Chicago. I sold a house to a couple from Chicago once.
Oh, nuts with that, Joe! I'm offering you a chance to meet one of the most fascinating women in the history of the world.
No, thank you.
Well, don't go back to Magnolia Street. You understand? I forbid it.
Hey, you don't own me yet. Not until after midnight on the 24th.
And then?
Is it so terrible just to want to go home?
It's gauche. You're too big for this kind of sentimental nonsense. Now you just think things over.
I am thinking things over. I'm thinking about a lot of things. A man doesn't know what he has until he loses it. When a man has the love of a woman, he abuses it. I didn't know what I had when I had my own love. I didn't know what I had till I said goodbye, oh love. Yes, a man doesn't know what he has till it is no longer around. But the happy thought is, whatever it is he's lost may someday once again be found.
Joe, Mr. Walsh wants to speak to you.
Joe!
Yes, Mr. Welch?
Joe, Miss Thorpe hadn't quite finished talking to you. You don't mind, do you, lad?
Do whatever you say, Mr. Welch.
Come in. Joe is feeling better now that you've given the questions you want to ask.
It isn't that I've got any more questions, Mr. Welch, but you see, I don't think I quite caught the answer to the one I asked.
Which one?
Your family.
Oh, they've all passed away. I haven't any family. Nobody.
Well, what about friends?
Here's one that I know of. Put me down, young lady.
What about your friends back in Hamble? Heard many of them.
If you will permit me to say a word, I happen to represent the Hannibal Bugle, and I would just like to say that everybody in our little old town is just proud as pumpkins of little old Joe.
Well, thank little old you, and thank little old Joe.
Quit picking on the boy, will you? He hasn't anything more to say to you. If you have any other questions, ask me.
Okay. Do you think Washington is going to win the pennant?
Yeah, when I swim the channel, it'd be so funny.
What's so funny? What's so damn funny about Washington winning the pennant? Now, Joe, who's winning more games than we are?
Well, Joe,
I don't understand why it's such a funny idea that we should cop the pennant. All we have to do is win games.
Here, here.
I guess I talk too much.
No, you didn't. These newspaper people don't know what it means to have your heart in a ball club, okay? We're not even in the first division, but strange things happen in baseball. We're climbing. We're moving up. We're playing like a new team. So you think what you'll please, and I'll think what I please. But don't blame me for hoping, and don't blame me for loving this boy. This boy who's made it possible for me to hope. Now you can go out and put it in your papers, and we'll have the pennant sort of by the 25th of September. That's what we think, isn't it, Joe?
The 25th? The season ends on the 25th?
That's right, boy.
We'll have it started by the 24th.
Now there's a statement for you.
How sneaky can a fellow get? Lola,
Hiya, Chief.
welcome to our nation's capital.
Thank you, Chief.
How was your flight?
Perfect. The plane crashed in Cleveland.
Good, good. How about the job in Chicago?
Cleared the whole thing up before I left. Got the old boy to embezzle $100,000 and lost it from the racetrack. Then his wife left him and he took to drink. I told him I was through and he jumped out of the window. 22nd story.
That's high enough, that's fine.
Would you like me to try the Empire State on the next one?
No, no, Lola. This is a straight seduction job. New boy just got hold of. Now listen, Lola, I've done a terribly foolish thing. I'm almost ashamed to admit it. I let this real estate genius talk me into an escape clause.
I never heard of it.
You'll never hear of it again. I got too much on my mind. It slipped by me. I'm overworked.
Oh, I know. Poor dear, election's coming up.
So what, I mean, this is Joe Hardy.
Joe Hardy?
That's his name.
Gee, they say he's great. Clarence just raved about him.
Who's Clarence?
Oh, you know.
Listen, Lola, here's the time. This is a mass torture deal like the 30 Years' War. I got hundreds of Senators' fans drooling under the illusion that Washington is going to win the pennant.
Oh, Chief, that's awfully good. There'll be suicides, heart attacks, and apoplexy, just like the good old days.
Yes, but the key to the whole thing is this fella. He wants to go back to his wife.
Well, don't worry, Chief. You know I'm pretty good about making men forget about their wives.
There isn't a homewrecker on my staff better than you, Lola. But this fellow's stubborn.
Oh, come on, Chief. You know I got what it takes. Don't make me brag. I took the scene out of the King of Siam. I took the starch out of the sails of the Prince of Wales. It's no great art, getting the heart of a man on a silver platter. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. I made mincemeat out of a sweet young farmer. I knocked the flight out of the night when I pierced his armor. And I'll bet I can upset every man in a yellow regatta. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. You gotta know just what to say and how to say it. You gotta know what game to play and how to play it. You gotta snap those decks with a couple of extra aces. And this queen has her aces in all the right places. I've done much more than that old bore. Delilah. I took the curl out of the hair of a millionaire. There is no trick getting some hip who is cool. Just a little warmer, a little talent, a little brains, with an emphasis on the former. Split Oklahoma, way up in Alaska, and wreck the life of every wife down in Madagascar. Ask me why weak men will die from these strong men simply shatter. A little brains, a little talent, with an emphasis on the latter. You gotta know just what to do and how to do it. You gotta know what tea to brew and how to brew it. You see the sign that says George Washington
thanks.
You might as well face it. Joe is never coming back.
Well, I like to pretend that he is.
Well, you've got to go on living.
I am living.
No, you know, living life to the full. Now come with us. We're going down to the station to see Gregory Peck. Come in on the train from California.
Come in. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the deliveries.
No, I came about because somebody told me you had a room you might be willing to rent.
Me? Rent a room?
That's what they said. Some fellow down at the corner. I'm looking for a nice, quiet place.
My goodness, I never even thought of renting a room.
Well, I wouldn't be any trouble, I can promise you that.
I'm sure you wouldn't, but you see, Mr.
Joe Hardy.
My husband's name is Joe.
Is that so? That's quite a coincidence.
He's away.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes.
For long?
Not too long, I hope. You have to go on a trip.
I guess that's why this fellow thought you might have an extra room.
I wonder who that could be.
Meg!
Oh dear, excuse me. We're cooking for the Bridge Club. A friend of mine and her sister from my hometown. Just make yourself at home.